Hey guys, I really hope I'm in focus. Like, it's really hard, as you can see. I have Bubba with me. But this is gonna be the first video of my little Mommy Monday series. Please do excuse me if it doesn't go up every Monday, because one, I'm tired and I breastfeed, and so it's more tiring because breastfeeding makes you sleepy, makes you thirsty, makes you hungry, and on top of that I have a newborn and I have to sleep when he sleeps, so there's not a lot of free time. And plus he's a gassy baby, so I have to give him like a lot of attention when he's gassy because he's really fussy. He doesn't want to be put down. Like now I think he has gas and he doesn't like to be put down. I can only put him down when he's in a very, 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 very deep sleep. But yeah, so this Mommy Monday segment is gonna be about my labor and delivery story. Okay, now you guys, I had a whole birth plan written out, or not written out physically, but I knew how I wanted it to go, and I told my midwife and my doctor and all that stuff, and they're like, okay, well, so like around 37 weeks, they tell you your birth plan. Well, not tell you, but you tell them, like, they ask you questions like, you know, what do you want to do? Do you want medicine? Do you want epidural? Or are you epidural free? Do you want to go natural? They're totally open to everything that you want to do, which I like. And I feel like I'm not in focus back here. Am I in focus back here, y'all? Can y'all see me? Okay, now I feel like y'all can see me. So, excuse all this. And excuse the blanket and all that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this video shot and up because he only sleeps for like 2 hours. But oh, your hands cold. Okay, but yeah, around 36, 37 weeks, they tell you, they ask you questions and all that. Or maybe 35, because okay, well, anyway, in my third trimester, they asked me, I told them I do want to go natural. I want to, I'm not totally ruling out pain medication because, who knows what'll happen. I mean, I've never been through labor and childbirth, so I could want an epidural when I get in there. So I had, I got induced. Well, I mean, y'all clearly seen that from my video, from my vlog. At 38 weeks, she asked me at my 38-week appointment, do you want to get induced? You have the option to get induced, and I chose the option to get induced. I was supposed to get induced on December 28th. I'm sorry I have to rock, y'all. I mean, I have him clearly. So yeah, y'all like his little skeleton outfit? It's a very warm onesie. I know it's not Halloween, but it's very warm. I had chose to get induced, and it wasn't a medical reason. They just asked, do you want to get induced? You can. You do have that option if you want to. Boom, go ahead. She was like, some people do get induced because of the holidays. But I was just like, sure, I'm over being pregnant. I'm very big. I really wanted him to come the 25th, not the 25th, but by the end of 2015. So, because I've had like a very struggling year this year, and so for him to come like towards the end, I feel like that's my blessing at the end of a storm or something. So yeah, even though it's kind of, I chose it, but hey. And so I got induced. They called me Monday the 28th, and it was 4 o'clock. I was supposed to go in at 8 o'clock, and they was like, okay, well, we're kind of booked, we're full. And because I willingly chose to be induced, it wasn't medically necessary, so they just told me, we'll have to take you the 30th. And she was like, we have not a lot of nurses here tonight, and when you come, we want all our attention on you. Sorry, Bubby. We want all our undivided attention on you and give you the best care. So I was like, okay. I was kind of bummed. I was very bummed. But I was freaking out that day, y'all. Like, I was freaking out. I cried like 2 times the 28th because it was just like, my baby's really coming. But so yeah, it didn't happen the 28th. Then the 30th rolls around. That was like, what, a Wednesday? I think it was like a Wednesday. The 30th, and they called me around 4 again, and they had me come in at 7 this time. And she's like, no, I'm not calling you back to cancel on you again. You're coming in tonight, and I just wanted to make sure you knew. And she's like, if you haven't eaten, go ahead and eat some dinner before you come in, because you won't be able to have anything once labor gets going. So I was like, okay, cool. Didn't eat anything. Don't know why. So me and my boyfriend, we had like Sonic that morning, and we're watching Nikita in the car at Sonic, like we're in a drive-thru or something. Well, not the drive-thru, but the drive-in. And it was pretty cool. Like, it was like our not first, but our last meal together, just us two. So we ate Sonic for breakfast. Then we came home, and came not to my home, but to my house. And we were just asleep like all day. I was really trying to go to sleep because I was just so anxious. I'm like, ooh, hurry up, let's go. And so 6 o'clock rolls around, 5 o'clock rolls around, take a shower. Then I'm packing, I'm doing my last minute packing, and I took some pictures to remember how big my belly is, or was. And then we headed to the hospital, which y'all seen in the vlog. So I'll just skip to the experience just because I have a vlog of my labor and delivery. Like, y'all see me hooked up to all the monitors and stuff. And actually, I think I actually went into labor, because on my way to the hospital, I was just really like cramping, and in my back, I'm like, ooh, my stomach hurts so bad. And like my back, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was just so anxious to be there, because I'm like, okay, even though I am in labor, what am I do now? I'm already here, so that's perfect. So y'all, he is snoring so loud. Okay, but so we get checked in. They gave me a pill. I'm not sure, I look it up online, and it's called Cervidil, but that pill is usually inserted into the vagina, but I took mine orally, and when I tell you, it was like a really tiny broken piece of the pill. Yeah, and it made me cramp. And y'all, like, at my last check, I was 1 centimeter and like 70% effaced, because it was like, wow, you're really there, like, you're really thinned out. And she was like, do you feel pressure? And I was like, yeah, I feel a lot of pressure, but I'm just still 1 centimeter. But so I got to, well, yeah, they put the monitors on me, and I took the Cervidil, and she gave me a sleeping pill. Now, y'all, I feel like I was drugged through my whole thing, but they gave me, like, I didn't want to go straight for the epidural, and my coworker at work told me, if you get the if you do pain medication instead of the epidural, you're gonna feel drugged, like you're gonna feel really loopy. And I did, and I had the sleeping pill. I didn't get sleepy from the sleeping pill. I don't know if I was fighting it because I was so anxious. And if y'all know, if y'all ever took a Benadryl and tried to fight your sleep to stay up and like watch a movie or something, you feel kind of high. I'm not gonna say it, but like you feel kind of like, ooh, like, you know, feel a little good. But yeah. And so like eventually I dozed off. And when I woke up, I just went to the bathroom, and my water broke. When I was in the bathroom, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this stuff? And this is how it happened. I peed, right? And right as I was getting up, some liquid just started coming out. I'm like, whoa. And it wasn't like it was a big gush, but it stopped. And then like if I moved, it would come out and so forth. And so I screamed. It's like probably 12 o'clock at night. Because we got there like around 8, 9. Yeah, it's probably like 12. And my boyfriend, he was in our room. In the room, I was just in the bathroom. And he, I think he was asleep. I had to call him. I was like, babe. I was yelling his name, or babe. And he was like, what? And I was like, get the nurse. I'm leaking something. I thought he would have had more of a, like a more panicked reaction, but I guess he was like, hell, we're already in the hospital, so ain't no point in panicking. And so then he got the nurse came in. She's like, oh, well, you know, I can't see anything in the toilet. I don't know if your water broke or what. I'm like, girl, if something else is coming out of me besides pee, what else could it be? But okay, yeah, anyway, she was a little thrown off. She was a little older nurse. She had my IV all kind of looking crazy in my hand. They had to fix it. But anyway, like, my water broke and she was like, I can't tell, go get on the bed and get on the pad so if it's coming out I can see it. And so I did that and I ended up falling back asleep. I don't know what time it was, but I knew I woke up at 4 centimeters. And no, she said, let me check you, and she was like, you're 4 centimeters. And I was like, oh, it hurts so bad, I'm having contractions. Oh, and you guys, I got to the second pill. They didn't give me the third pill because I basically went into labor on my own, and they didn't even give me Pitocin. So I was actually laboring on my own. I didn't get in. I got induced as in I wanted to have him that day, but I probably think the Cervidil alone, and with me already being like very effaced already, like, you know, that kind of just jump started my labor. Like, my body, like, they tell you don't take the castor oil unless you're like, it's not gonna work unless your body is ready. So it's like basically my body was ready to go into labor, and that kind of just kicked it off, this little pills. And I had, what was it? I was 4 centimeters, and I'm like, ooh, like, it hurts so bad, can I get like some pain medication? And that then is when everything was like, 1 second I'm up, the next second I'm out. It was so crazy, because I don't really remember, I think I slept through my whole birth, really, not birth, but my whole labor, because I got to 8 centimeters, and I don't really remember waking up. They probably came in and just checked me without me knowing, or I probably was up and then just dozed back off, and I don't remember it. But I remember when I got to 8 centimeters. Oh, I got the epidural at 4. I think I got pain medication earlier than 4 centimeters. And then, well, no, I probably got the epidural at 4 centimeters, and then she came back in. I was like, oh, it's hurting really, really bad. And I got the epidural after that. And then it came in, and this is when my boyfriend said I was going crazy. He was like, because I was like, oh, it hurts so bad. I had to tell him, I do remember telling him, they sitting me up on the edge of the bed, and I'm like, oh, it hurts so bad. They give you like this little metal thing with like footsteps and like bars or something to like hold over, like so your back has to be curved so your spine can open up and they can stick it in. Y'all, a lot of people said the epidural hurt like crap. I think I was in too much pain to even care about the epidural. It felt like a regular shot to me. It didn't hurt. I don't know. I thought it was going to be hurt. I was really scared. I was leaning over the thing, and then a contraction came, and then my left foot slipped off because I'm like, ooh, ooh, it hurts, it hurts. And I was like, babe, come on my hand, hurry up, hurry up. It was just hurting so bad. Like, I needed, like, I probably should have went in there with like stress balls or something so I could squeeze something, because it was just like I didn't have nothing to squeeze. Like, my hand be like this, and like because my nails are long, it hurts my own hand, so I don't like to do that. But he's like, they were like, stop moving or you're gonna be messed up, you're gonna be paralyzed if you don't stop moving. And he was like, they was cussing at me and everything. I don't remember that. I don't care. Like, I don't know if y'all been through labor, but this hurts, okay? And so I had to like kind of tough it out, having a contraction. I'm having to stay still in one spot. I feel like if I probably wasn't so loopy, I would have been able to walk around, and because if I moved or walked, it helped my labor so much. Like, it didn't, the pain wasn't really bad. I guess because I was just sitting there and being in the bed and laboring in bed. If you want to go natural, my best bet, or just get medication, walk around. Like, if you can't, if it hurts really bad just to be in a bed, get up, like, for real. Because when I was when I first started my labor, like, it was hurting already, because I told you I went in and I was having cramps, and so I was walking and it felt so much better. But so I got the epidural. It felt so good, and I just knocked back out. And then by 8 centimeters, all these nurses come rushing in. My midwife, well, not my midwives, but the practice I go to, we have like 6 midwives and 6 doctors. And so the midwives was in there. It's like probably 2 of them, and the rest were nurses, because I've seen 2 of them before. And they were like, oh, baby's heart rate isn't looking so good from what we see, and we're trying to see if we can get it back up. And so she came in, a nurse put some oxygen on me. That's what y'all seen me. And I had all that stuff on me. The oxygen, they had me on my side. So yeah. And that kind of freaked me out. I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm just thinking like, come on, Bubba. let's, you know, get your heart rate back up. I'm just over here because I'm trying to get in as much oxygen to make his heart rate go back up. And I was like, this tell me what it could be, like possibly baby isn't getting enough oxygen, and maybe your contractions are like causing him stress. Because like my contractions were like that, like, and they were real high contractions. Are you gonna snort through my video? Now you stop. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, they gave me the epidural. No, not the epidural, but they came in and flipped me all around, trying to get his heart rate back up. And mind you, I cannot feel my legs, so they're just like flipping me all over the place. And so then they get my my OBGYN doctor, and she came in. I loved her because honestly, throughout all of that, like that was a lot. That's a stressful situation, but I wasn't trying to stress because I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm in a hospital, I'm in the best care. I don't need to worry, even though I should worry, but I'm not gonna worry because that can even be worse. So she came in and she was like, okay, well, you're 8 centimeters. She checked me. She's like, you're 8 centimeters, and she's like, baby's heart rate just isn't. She's like, he just isn't trying to get it back up there. And so she called it. We're gonna do a C-section. But the way she came in, she was like, good morning. Because it was like 11 o'clock. It was, she's like, good morning. And just being really nice and bubbly. It's like, how are we doing? Okay, well, let's check up on this baby. See how everything is going. See how he's doing. And she checked me. Said I was 8 centimeters. And then she was like, okay, well, baby's heart rate doesn't want to go back up. So we're just going to go ahead and get him on out of here and do a C-section. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I wanted to cry, but I wasn't going to cry because I feel like I was just kind of like zoned out in a sense because all the medicine, and then I'm on epidural and all that type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And I guess I fell asleep after that because I do not remember being wheeled into the OR room and whatnot. So when I got in there, I just feel like I'm strapped down, like my upper body. Like you can feel people touching you somewhat, but you don't feel pain. Like when they cut me open, I didn't feel any pain. I think they like did a little laser thing or something, or like hot tool, because I saw smoke coming, and that's when they were cutting me open. And people told me, other people who had C-sections, they're like, oh, it's the worst smell ever. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't smell that bad. And I was just sitting there looking around, looking at the doctor. It was a male doctor, and he was just so nice. And it was so cool because when me and him went back to have him get his dad's last name at the hospital, like the very next day, we seen the doctor get off the elevator. He was like, oh, hi, is everything fine? I said, how you doing? It was pretty cool because I didn't remember his face, but I just remember, like, I feel like God was really with me and just kind of like, Curse, it's okay, you're gonna be fine, because everything was just so calming. Honestly, it was a good experience, besides the fact that I had a C-section. I didn't want to have a C-section. But my boyfriend, he was standing like on this side of me, and the doctor was on this side. And he's like, okay, they're doing this and all that. And then I'm trying to see if I can put him down. 1 second, y'all. I'm not trying to spoil that boy. Okay, but yeah, everything was just so calming, and he was telling me what they were doing, and then it kind of went by pretty fast to me. And they were like pushing, like the only thing I didn't like is they were pushing on my organs, and I felt that. Like I felt a lot of pressure, a lot of pulling and all that. And because I got to 8 centimeters and he was already like engaged down there, they had to pull him back, and he actually got stuck. They was like, uh-oh, he's stuck. I think he's gonna wake up. Yeah, 1 second. They're like, okay, yeah, he's stuck. And so they started pulling him like back up from my vaginal canal, and it was so like I felt them pulling him back up. It hurt. it didn't hurt. It's just like a lot of pressure. And it's just, ugh, it was terrible. And then I seen him, and it's like we connected eye, like our eye contact immediately hit. I know they say newborns can't see, but it's like he seen me that day because he looked like directly at me. And when you have an emergency C-section, you tend to lose a lot of blood. So yeah. And they said, look, Dad, that's the baby. And then he stood up, looked, and then he said to me, and you guys, I was screaming on the table. Because I'm like, it hurts so bad. And they're like, calm down, be still. I'm like, I can't, it hurts, it hurts. Not like that, I was screaming. And like, he's like, calm down, try not to scream. I'm like, it hurts. I could not help myself. And then he went over, my boyfriend went over, he cut his cord and all that stuff, and he has pictures of like when they were weighing up Connor and doing a lot of stuff and all that. And so then he I think just left me to be stitched up. I think I fell asleep, honestly, once I was good. And I was like, even the doctor held my hand, because I'm like, somebody hold my hand, because I couldn't do it. The doctor held my hand, I was squeezing his hand. I think my boyfriend, I was holding his hand in the left hand and the doctor in the other hand. I was like, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. And what happened? Oh, and then in recovery room, this is the room they gave me before I went to my actual room to stay in. In the recovery room, I was like laying flat on my back, and I couldn't feel my legs still, and I wanted to hold my baby. And I lost so much blood, you guys, like I kept falling asleep. Like if you ever give blood, it like takes your energy away. And so I was up and I was like, oh, let me see my baby. And my boyfriend brought him over to me. He was like, look at him. And I was like, oh, I didn't cry. I didn't think I was gonna cry anyway. You smiling? But yeah, I didn't think I was gonna cry. And I kind of kept dozing off when I was holding him, not gonna lie. And I would come back, and then I was like, oh my gosh, she fell asleep with the baby. He's like, she just kind of dozed off real fast. And then I woke up, and then this nurse came in and tried to talk to me. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, fall asleep when she was talking to me. It was so funny, like looking back on that part, because like I was drugged, and that's how I felt when somebody gave me roofies. That's one thing I hate about surgery in general. Like when I had a cyst and I had to get it removed at the same hospital I had my baby. And I was talking to my mom one minute. I knew they gave me Benadryl. I knew it was going to make me a little drowsy. I was talking to my mom. The nurse came over, put something in my IV. 2 minutes later, I'm out cold. I'm waking up. Throat is scratchy, so I was coughing. And I'm like, where's my mom? I looked to my left. I'm like, where's my mom? She's like, oh, hello. You're out of surgery. It's over. I'm like, huh? Y'all done drugged me. Y'all couldn't warn me or nothing. But yeah, that's how it was. And they had me flat on my back because I lost so much blood. They were like, I was like, can I lift up? Like, I can't see my baby. So I'm like flat on my back looking at him like, aw. I was so happy to see him though. And I was like, oh, hey Bubba. Hey Connor. And I got to my recovery room. But she told me I couldn't lift up because I lost so much blood, and if I lift up, it would make my blood sugar drop really low. And so I had to stay flat on my back for a little bit. And then they was like, all right, Mom, you ready to go to your room? I was like, shoot, yes. Because y'all up in her, y'all getting on my nerves. Yeah, I can't lift me up in that, but y'all can take me to a room where I can be set up. Okay. But yeah, it was like, they wheeled me to my room, and I got to help my baby. They were like, you holding baby tight? I was like, yeah, my baby ain't going nowhere. And so I was holding them, and then they wheeled me. Literally how that birth center, I have never been to another birth center hospital thing. So labor and delivery is on this side of the hospital. Like when you walk up to the maternity ward, birthing and labor and birth is on this side. Yes, puppies. You got gas, Bubba? So labor and delivery is on the right side, and like the recovery or where your rooms are on the left side. So they kind of just wheel me across the hall, and well, like they have a waiting room, and like you kind of go past the waiting room and into the whatever it is where you stay. It's not recovery, but it's where you stay, and you have your nurses and stuff. And I love my 2 nurses I had. Is Nurse Inez and Nurse Cami. I had Cami in the day and Nurse Inez in the nighttime, like at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and around like 6:50 or 6:30, they kind of come in together. Oh, you gassy, Bubba. Sorry if y'all didn't hear that. But yeah, and when I got into my room, they put me on the other bed. And they're like, use your legs, try to use your legs. I'm like, man, I can't feel these things. But I could move them a little bit, actually. And I guess I kind of dozed off, and they put the little straps on my leg where they contract your legs to keep the blood flowing and circulating. And what else happened? Well, what else happened? But yeah, after that, people came in and they was visiting me, they were seeing me. And then like around 6, my mom came in. I was so happy. And she was like, oh, he's here. I'm like, yeah, he's here. And I was so mad because they have you on this liquid diet. I'm like, oh, you get broth and like juice. What? I don't want broth and juice. I want some food. But yeah, that hospital food was good though, y'all. That country fried steak, and they had, I don't like brown gravy, but I love their brown gravy. And they had onions like sauteed, not sauteed, but they were like almost caramelized onions. Oh my gosh, with mashed potatoes and some freaking green beans. It's so delicious. Or rice. That's what I had it with, rice and green beans. And I'll have a ham and cheese omelet every morning with bacon and a muffin and some oatmeal. Oh, it was so freaking delicious. But yeah, after that, it stitched me up, and I got like stitches with glue on top, which is dissolvable stitches with some type of surgical glue. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I loved my stay in the hospital. I know I didn't really vlog after, like until like the last day, but really nothing really happened. Like I just had a whole bunch of visitors, and if it wasn't visitors, it was just me and his dad in a room. We just watched TV. He slept a lot, only woke up to eat. And we kept him in his little crib thing because we don't, look at this, I have to hold him. Well, he's gassy right now, but we don't want to hold him too much, especially while he sleeps, so he doesn't get spoiled. But this is the only time he wants me to hold him, and he's sleeping because his stomach hurts. And it's like he can feel when I put him down. It's like when your baby's sick, they want to just be all under you. It's because they're sick. I know, but push it out, push it out. But yeah, we just had visitors. Like a lot of visitors came, and a lot of people still brought me a lot of stuff for him, even in the hospital. Oh yeah, and somebody had a question for me. Like I did respond, but for everybody else watching this video, take everything in the hospital, okay? Okay, that they give you. My sister came in there and she loaded up everything in my bag because I couldn't get out. Oh yeah, and if you have a C-section, make sure they give you a binder. Not like a folder binder, no. It's like a waist binder or something. Like goes around your stomach, and that helps so much. And do walk around after you have a C-section, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're doing so good. Like you're really up, walking around, going up and down the stairs. Yeah. Who else gonna do it? But yeah, I was in much pain. They gave me Percocets and Motrin, basically ibuprofen, 800 and some type of, I don't know the milligram of Percocet, but that felt so good, and what they gave me now does not amount to it. So they gave me like hydrocodone. Nah, it's whack. But the pharmacies, it was very hard for me to get Percocets. But you're okay, Bubbies. You're okay. Mommy know it hurt. Come on. Let's put you across my lap. Tinky butt. Tinky butt boy. But yeah, got butt off in there. But I think this might make him cry, so I might pick him up. I had like on my board, they gave me a task: walk around the hall 3 times, and y'all have this big old cup, and I will fill it with ice. So I'll make sure I take my cup, go give me some ice, because even though I wasn't pregnant, I feel like I still had the pregnancy hormones in my body, because I was craving ice. I'm like, ooh, give me some ice, give me some ice. It was like Quick Trip ice. Oh, so good. I wish I could go back, or like whenever I do go to the lactation because I'm like, can I get some ice? But I think because I ate so much ice in the end of my pregnancy, it made me anemic. So they put me on iron pills, and I still take my prenatals. So yeah, but that was it. Like, I was really bummed about having a C-section, because like, I really didn't want to have a C-section, like, at all. And don't sit here and say, oh, okay, this is because you got induced, that's why you had a C-section, you weren't ready, your body wasn't ready. No. His head got stuck. If his head got stuck now, when he wasn't well, he's full term, but going my whole 10 months, his head would have got stuck whenever I went into labor, like, on my own. Or not, I went on this labor on my own, but later, his head still would have got stuck. I still would have had a C-section. So it's not like, oh, well, you had to have a C-section because you got induced, or like things that can go wrong. Yeah, no, none of that ever happened. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you feel like, I don't think I left out anything, but if you have any questions, do leave them in the comment section. I do respond to a lot of y'all. I don't have nothing to do, y'all. I'm just sitting up in these 4 walls just with him. He'll be asleep. I'll see y'all comment pop up on my notification. I'll respond to y'all right back. Or not right back, but you know, I kind of try to do it in a timely manner. Some of y'all be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's like feeding him or changing him, and then I'm trying to go to sleep. I only pick up my phone. I only pick it up to like look at the time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If y'all like to I have some videos in mind, but let me know what other videos y'all would like to see from my Mommy Monday series. And I don't think I'll talk about mommy things unless it's for this specific video, like, because y'all not just vlog. So yeah, I mean, y'all might catch a little bit of what I'm trying to say in a vlog, but I won't go into detail about it until I'm like on doing a video like this. So yes, do leave me comments of what y'all like to see for these little segments. I do enjoy it, and I love my little Bubby. It's my little bundle of joy. He really is a bundle of joy. Like, you guys, I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital yesterday, so I left him with his dad and his nan, or not his nana, but his dad and his mom, his grandma. So I think he missed me. He missed me so much last night. I was gone from like for 2 hours because I had to go run and do a whole bunch of errands. Oh yeah, and my recovery time is 8 weeks. You can't drive the first 2. They don't even want you to do stairs. So yeah. But I'll probably make that a different video, a recovery of my C-section, and let y'all know further along, because I'm only 3 weeks in, y'all. He's only 3 weeks in, what, 4 days, 5 days. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. I feel like I just kind of rambled on some more once I already ended the video. So thank you guys for watching. Love from me and Baba. He's sweeping. Yes, I do baby talk. Some people don't like baby talk. I don't care. I'm gonna touch my baby like a baby. Mommy can kiss you. I got no makeup. Bye, guys.